Guys, my name is McKenna. Welcome back to my channel. This is the first video I will be posting in 2021, which is kind of crazy. So for this first video of 2021, I decided to do a recap of 2020. I did not film/post as much as I would have liked in 2020, so I have a whole bunch of video clips and Snapchat memories and things that have never seen the light of my YouTube channel. So they're all smushed into this like 15-minute video. And I try to highlight positive things and little moments that I probably won't remember, so that way they're stored in this video for me to look back on whenever I want. Also, for 2021, one of my New Year's resolutions is that I'm committing to posting one video to my YouTube channel a week, which is a big commitment, but I'm gonna try my best. I'll probably fail and forget about it and give up in a few months, but we're gonna try, so that way I have more to look back on than I did for 2020. And store more memories for the future. So let's look back on 2020. So I started my New Year's off in Belize.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We were in the middle of the jungle for our New Year's in a new country, and it was a group of me and some students from my school and a professor. So the first 2 weeks of January, I was in Belize exploring Mayan ruins and just the beautiful wildlife here. I actually have a whole video about this Belize trip. If you'd be interested in watching that, it will be linked down below. And then the last few weeks of January were just spent starting school before February. February of 2020, I was living on campus, just doing normal day-to-day college life things. I was an SI for biology, and so I taught classes and held office hours for students. We also had a lot of movie nights and game nights in my room this year. It was just your basic semester. Until things started to go wrong. I got a flat tire 1 week, had to get all that changed, and then my Gammy passed away in late February and I went home. Now, of course, losing Gammy was devastating, but being able to go home and be with my family was amazing. And around this time is when COVID started to pick up in the US. So that being said, I opted to stay remote after spring break due to COVID, but in reality it was just because my family was mourning and I wanted to be with them. So March, I was home with my family and babysitting and spending time with all my pets and friends and family. And I was doing my school online throughout this time. Lots of babysitting and teaching Golden how to make different foods. Then in April it was pretty much the same thing, but at this point quarantine was really hitting us. We were definitely getting stir crazy. I did get to visit Shane during this time, and Chunk got to meet Winnie. We also went shooting as a family. But a lot of this quarantine was just spent sitting at the house, unfortunately, aside from a few little adventures, socially distanced, of course, thanks to COVID. This is my mom playing with Chunk in the backyard. Just a bunch of little things I want to remember years from now. We also moved completely out of the apartment that my Gammy and Mom was living in this month. Said goodbye to that place, which was bittersweet, of course, and we discovered Chunk's tickle spot. Then come May, I was getting incredibly tired of being at home, so I started hanging out at my friend Brooke's house. We had our little pod. Aiden looks so little here. So does Briella. By the end of this video, they are like full-on kids. This was right before I had just made the decision to move to South Carolina for the summer at this point. I was done with my classes, and I was very, very tired of being at home, so I spent as much time with my friends and their kiddos. I helped my mom pack up her classroom. That's my godson Dawson. Last day of May, I was on my way to South Carolina for a nanny job for the summer. I stopped in Nashville. Taylor, Emma says hi. What are you doing? No, he did not. What? Okay, but then I got to South Carolina and I was live-in nanny for these two kiddos. I was right down the road from the beach. I also got to watch my cousin Kingston. We can't. This summer was pretty much just spent with kiddos and Chunk and I going to the dog park and walks and going to the beach and lots of outdoor stuff. Obviously COVID was going on, so it was very isolated summer, but I enjoyed it and it was a good time for reflection after losing Gammy a few months before and other things that had been going on. Then in July, it was pretty much the same thing, lots of nannying, but some people came to visit me. So that's my cousin Kingston. But Katie and Emma came to visit me first. We spent as much time as possible at the beach, of course.
If you look in the show, you see the little...
I think it was Katie's first time at the beach. And then our favorite part was the sailboat ride. I ended up surprising them with this little sailboat tour of the Folly River the day before they left, so that was a fun little surprise. Then the next people to come were my family, so my brother Colden, stepbrother Cole, and then brother's girlfriend Amanda, as well as my mom and stepdad all came down to visit.
Is he gonna do it?
We didn't know how to work the TV, so we had to entertain ourselves other ways. And then finally Shane came down to visit for about a week. During the time Shane was there, we heard of my brother's accident, so I came home early. I got to spend my 21st birthday at home with my family, but my brother was in the hospital at this point from his boating accident. I also started a nanny job in August for 4 first grade boys and their 3 siblings. Lots of time was just spent at home with the puppies and my mom slash dad slash brother. To lunch with Katie, I visited my grandparents. I did go up to campus once to see some friends, but I was doing all of my school online, as you know. September, I still had the same nanny job, homeschooling the 4 boys. I was doing school online, but my class did come down for a field trip to visit me. Chunk actually started to like Colden. Downey got sick, though. Are you robbing me? Downey did end up passing away this month. She got really sick really fast. Smile. New Baden had some carnival food out during quarantine.
I think you do need help. Someone go help him.
Colden got stuck in the road. Then in October, I hung out with friends a little bit. We had Halloween, of course. Colden and Amanda got their puppy Jaeger. He was so small. Also have been redoing my room and painted my room and my brother's. Colden got very stir crazy, so we started having bonfires so he could see some friends, and he also started being able to bear weight on his leg. Bigger's getting bigger. Say hi. Not to mommy. Mommy's inside getting pizza. I also voted. Spent a lot of time with my brother and Amanda at home, as well as my mom. I'm currently chilling with Allie and
Chicken strips, but not just.
December feels like it's gone by very quickly. Met Tyler's dog Scout. I got to see Issa, and we had a sushi date. Lots of Christmas present wrapping. We had a Friendsmas. That's Winnie. Where are you? Jaeger grew on Dad a bit. Watched Polar Express 1,000 times with Mom. Chunk got to play in the snow. More of Aiden and Briella. Look how big they've gotten since the beginning of this video. More Issa. Went to a wine tasting in an igloo with Shane. I and Colden and Amanda, who are in the truck in front of us, all tested negative for COVID, so we're all good in the hood and heading to Grandma's house for Christmas Eve. As I said in that clip, we all got tested for COVID, so we got to go to my grandparents for Christmas, and then we still went to my great aunt and uncles for Christmas Eve with all my cousins. And then, of course, we had Christmas morning with my mom. The dreaded PJ tradition photo. But it was cute this year. And then I went up to Shane's house after and celebrated Christmas and New Year's with his family. Biggest goal for 2020? No thinking. What's your biggest goal for 2020?
To be more active.
More active?
Yes.
No pressure.
Shane and I went to dinner for New Year's, but other than that, we spent the whole night binge watching Riverdale, and it was the perfect night for me. Okay, and that is the conclusion of my 2020 shoved into a 15-minute video. It might not be the most fun thing for other people to watch, but I know I will be grateful that I did this and have this to look back on in the future.